So over the last 2 months, there's been a lot of talk and some publications coming out there saying, "Hey, look, realistically, Sony's in a position to probably be bought by someone," and a lot of people were pointing towards Apple. A lot of analysts have chimed in on this, just looking at Sony's numbers. It's looking like it'll probably happen just by the way Hollywood is moving. It's
Mm.
it's not exactly a good future for Sony, if you will, to put it kindly.
I mean, it'd be good for them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, they'll actually make a profit for a change.
Yeah.
But
It's weird because like the last time I checked, it's like the movies division is just kind of garbage out
Yeah.
from some outliers, and then the TV division has been doing kind of okay, but
there's a
more-
Sony TV division.
Yeah, there is.
AMC.
And
Oh,
then-
yeah.
and
People
then
always forget that.
I mean, we don't get AMC over here, so
Yeah,
we're
and-
British
yeah.
against.
and then basically the gaming division is carrying the load for them.
So,
Oh yeah.
so from what I've gathered, just from talking to someone who kind of he works for a firm. So this is obviously where these things come from. This is obviously where the initial rumor came from. All the studios are very well aware that the future is in digital streaming and media. That's why Disney's doing it. That's why Netflix is leading. That's why Apple is building up their own service on all their Apple products and investing heavily into it. Essentially, what they've come down to conclude is Sony was trying to buy potentially, Fox. They wanted in on that. Other companies have been looking to invest or buy Sony. Essentially, Apple needs a giant franchise and catalog, and Sony's the really biggest one that's left over for anybody to grab. So
But what does Sony have? It's not a lot. It's like Men in Black, Jumanji, 21 Jump Street or Jump Street.
And what's funny is, it almost you sit there and be like, oh, would we get Venom? It's like no, that.
Oh no,
any
that's
rights
reverting.
go back to Disney, so it's like, what area is gonna want them and their properties?
So I'm just looking right now. Quickly, I googled it just so people are aware. Uh, I mean, okay, so they would have a giant back catalog. You got Married with Children, Dawson's Creek, Days of Our Lives,
Charlie's
Angels,
Breaking Bad.
The Blacklist, Breaking Bad, Bewitched. Like, this is a good back catalog, and on top of that, what you say, Angry Birds, like it's
I
a
know.
joke, but it's not.
It's
Like
really
that makes money. Like that's
I say they wanted a theme park for Angry Birds at one point. I don't know if that's still on the table.
Yep. Goosebumps, Ghostbusters, SWAT, Seinfeld.
Resident Evil.
Oof. Yeah, Resident Evil. Like,
They can actually create a better franchise for that
yeah.
correctly.
Do they still have Resident Evil on Netflix?
Yeah, I think
doing-
was it Netflix is doing.
So it's still
show?
going to be a Sony thing. Like, Sony owns it, but they're like looking for Netflix as distribution because they don't want it on AMC because obviously AMC is the Walking Dead channel. So
Yeah,
they got also Starship Troopers, which apparently is
that's getting something new, isn't it?
right. Yeah. So there's actually quite a little bit here.
They have Surf's Up.
It'd be a good catalog. That's the thing, Karate Kid.
But this is the question though. Like, yes, they got names in their catalog.
Right.
Do those names make money? Do they hold relevance in today's world?
Okay, so Underworld, no.
No,
People-
unless you're in Europe.
It makes like
'cause-
100 million every movie, so I guess it's an investment.
You
I love those movies.
can also sit there and at least you're gaining their team, so you're able to hopefully be able to the small amount of franchises that they do have, like Goosebumps and things like
Right.
that, bring those back into the light. Like, look at the Goosebumps movies now. Like, they
And it's also an infrastructure. You're not buying just Sony. You're buying like
Yeah, that's
their
true.
lots and everything, so you're ready to go. And I mean, let's say hypothetically they are bought out, which I guarantee they will be. I mean, years ago we were talking about how Fox is most likely going to go under, and Disney's coming in. This is inevitably happening with Sony. Like, Goosebumps could make a legit comeback as an anthology TV series, and that would be like licensed, to print money. So it's like
I would love that.
I think there's
Only if Jack
something
Black's
here.
there.
Yeah.
I need Jablinski on those.
Like, you can just imagine the nostalgia of the original the original TV show coming back, but then being able to make more TV shows based on that type of feel, because that was something like I remember growing up watching all the time, and then that got me into the books, and you can sit there and be able to publish more books as well, so that alone has such a large following.
Yep.
And then everything else that they have, you can actually do it.
And that's kind of like, when you look at it, it's like, what happens then with the franchises they have? Well, obviously Spider-Man and Venom would auto-revert, like...
Oh, yeah.
That there's no way that would stick around, so Marvel would stand to benefit from that, unless they made some sort of working deal like they do with Universal, with Hulk, which I could see happening as well, and, you know, Apple has money to throw around, so... I mean, analysts have said it's probably going to happen in the next couple years. Realistically, it is going to happen, unless somehow Sony literally starts printing more money than anybody with all their films they're announcing. Which,
see, I think even if Sony start making like billions, they're still going to sell.
Yeah,
because they don't like their own movie division.
No,
it's, like, it's never really been profitable,
and
so just get rid of it.
Their stock is going to rise, so they'll be more inclined to sell because they'll make more money off the long run. Like everything points to them selling. Like people are like, no, it's just rumors. I'm like, dude, these rumors are now heating up because there's actual analysts telling investors invest into Sony because they'll be bought. Like that's an indicator of money is already being put into places. Like that's...
I say it's not even like a question of who; it's more a question of when. Like if it's not Apple, someone else will take it.
Oh yeah, totally.
And just imagine like the technology that you will be gaining as well, because Sony created their own entire new technology just to make Into the Spider-Verse. So whoever owns that will have that technology that they can then turn around and sell rights and properties of that technology.
From what I understand, the R&D for Spider-Verse was ridiculously expensive, so that's an infrastructure there for that style of animation that cost way more than their, you know, like...
Yeah, that's... I think it was like they had over 200 animators doing that.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, we'll talk more about Sony's future because, as you guys know, the greatest movie of all time is in development, Morbius. I'm going to...
No, it's not.
No, Mitch, you get out of here. It's going to be the greatest thing Sony has ever made. Trust me.
I haven't seen, though, anything that Jared Leto has been abducting children in Transylvania.
Well, don't worry. They're saving that for set visits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be great. IGN will publish the story.
He's going to start trying to drink plasma.
Oh, hype. Is that like the like Eastern European ripoff of Mountain Dew, plasma?
No,
I hope not. That sounds disgusting.
He's purchasing all the old True Blood sodas, and he's just drinking it.
He's like, so meta.
He's like trying to pretend like he's already a vampire.
Y'all don't even know. Morbius will be the greatest comic book movie since Venom. Trust me. I'm telling you guys. All right.
I'm still gonna say it's not gonna happen. I said it with Venom when it came out, but I'm sticking with it.